Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Flying Fluffy Hockey live stream of Game 2 between the Canadiens and Sabres. So, what are your predictions for this game? Do you think that it gets any better for the Canadiens? I'm looking forward to what should hopefully be another fun, exciting game. So submit your predictions. Great. What are your thoughts so far? Do you think the Canadians have a chance to even the series? Give me a second, folks. My dad forgot to plug in the Ethernet cord for this game. I don't know how he could have forgotten. He brought it all the way down here and just never plugged it in. Hmm. Give me a second, folks. I have to make sure this is not a tripping hazard.
The hell's all the noise out here?
I had to plug in the Ethernet cord because the Wi-Fi is not working.
Oh, okay, to the TV. Okay. All right, good job, Kyle. Huh? Okay. Yeah, I guess the TV's Wi-Fi just dying. We knew it was going, so that's fine. That's fine. It's all fine, Kyle. We are live, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, that's good. We should be live at this point. What the hell do you want?
All right, here we go.
This son of a bitch just shouting down orders from up high like he's a queen.
David says Habs always have a
Peasant.
Habs always have a chance, but they gotta show up early and quiet the crowd.
Well, you gotta take the last sip of that.
All right, here we go. Oh, they're singing the anthem. Thank you. Hey, Dad, the game's about to start. All right, here we go. Game 2. They've got Ryan Miller banging the drum here in Buffalo. So here we go. Jakob Dobish versus Alex Lyon. The game's starting. All right, so
How did it work? Watch out. Okay. All right. Well, that's volume's low, hey? Yes. Okay. All right, stupid Dolphins. Let's go.
all right, here we Carey fell down. Now it was Buffalo takes control of the puck. Rasmus Dahlin simply waits for the change. The Canadiens have not lost back-to-back games in these playoffs. Tage Thompson moves it along. He sends it around. It was out of the reach of Alex Tuck, and it goes right back to Thompson, who waylays the nearest Canadian player.
Where we go?
JC says hello.
Hey, buddy. Yay!
Wow,
All right.
Fast.
There we go.
Alex Newhook makes it 1-0.
Okay. What's that?
Hey, Eisenite,
Hey,
thank you for the
guys.
5.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, bud.
Says, let's get some super chat, boys and girls. Remember, we have to help out Jaws since his OF got shut down for being too spicy. That wasn't fair.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you, bud. Yeah, the OF got busted. And there's Miss Jaws trying to sell me.
All right, so now the Sabres find themselves in a 1-0 hole in the game, not even 2 minutes into the game.
So, Kyle.
What?
I won't even say it's your fault yet. You got the hat. My jersey won't be here until I think maybe tomorrow. Your shirt's probably not going to be here till Monday. So, what's today? Friday?
Yeah.
And then I think they don't play again till Monday. They don't play Sunday, right? Because they got to travel. So this might be the last game where we don't have the full outfits on.
Darlene flips the puck out of the zone, and it goes all the way down, and Dobish played it, so no icing. And now it's carried out. Flipped into the zone. Buffalo.
What are they doing about? Oh. Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Woo!
That was very close. I thought Buffalo was going to score there.
Yeah, don't give it right back, Montreal.
Yes, give it
Oh,
right
geez.
back, Montreal. Benson.
You see Dobish whacking that guy? Oh, trying to go short side.
Hudson tried to sneak
See,
it short.
Montreal is skating tonight. Let's go. God, Crawford just gets smushed. Look at them. They're just draped all over him. Oh.
Caulfield gave the puck away. Another turnover by Buffalo in their own zone, and Alex Lyon has to stop Caulfield's shot with 15:41 to go. Eisenai thinks the Canes are only winning because Owen Tippett is injured.
Oh. You know, I figured out the reason why Tippett is injured is because technically he's still supposed to be a Panther. And of course, all the Panthers got injured this year. That was Philadelphia's problem. They should have just taken the first and been happy with it. This is their karma for robbing Zito.
So Lyon gloves the Matheson shot. Eisenai thinks the Flyers without Tippett is like the Panthers without Barkov.
Oh, what do they have? That guy's got a jersey sign. They took the camera off. Yeah, Tippett's done well for himself. Oh, boy! Damn, when Matheson starts scoring goals. Uh-oh.
Sabres, are you okay?
The only thing is these are really early goals. Jeez, Lyon, what are you doing? He didn't pick that puck up till way late. He just didn't see it.
Real Cinema says, is Mike Keaton gassed? 2 goals on 5 shots, not even 5 minutes, not even 4.5 minutes into this game.
No, it's beautiful.
It's awful.
No, we need to have at least one good series. I mean, geez, Canes and Flyers is going to be over tomorrow.
Not if Gritty has anything to say about it.
Mm.
All right. Lyon entered tonight with a .950 save percentage.
Yeah. It does feel a little weird rooting against them, but can't switch teams in the middle of a series. But it's only 2-0. It's way early. What the hell are you doing?
Trying to turn the puck over. Puck out of play. The first 2 goals were in less than 3 minutes apart. Frozen Duckling says, my reverse jinx comment about wanting the Canadian team to lose is working. I bet on the Canadiens. $14-19 to go in the first. Center ice.
I'm reading the chat. My eyes are having a good day. I can pretty much see what people are saying.
All right, so now it's another offensive zone chance for the Canadiens,
Oh,
but
did
instead
that go out? No.
it did not go out. Hudson with the puck in his own zone.
Oh, that
His
was
stretch
awful.
pass was intercepted.
Was he blind? Did he not see the giant guy in blue standing right there?
Darlene
boy.
Rister.
Woo!
And Benson had sent it right through the crease. But the
Oh,
Canadiens
oh
get the
boy.
Woo!
Woo!
And Alex Lyon ensures it's not 3-0. He
Boy.
robs Nick Suzuki.
That almost happened.
Yeah.
If I could read this, you don't need glasses. Yesterday, I would not have been able to read it. My eyes are that it's the Lyme disease. Some days my eyes are good, some days they're not.
Victor Atlas says, "Go Habs, go next year for the Flyers."
Yeah.
And he says, "I don't think 2 cups is worth it."
What 2 cups is worth what?
David says it's so quiet in Buffalo you'd think Norwood just missed again.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
And the Marlins are losing 3-0 to the Nationals at the bottom of the first.
Because of course they are. What is that? What is that?
Oh,
Is that
a buffalo wing.
Buffalo wing?
And
Okay.
That's how they're measuring the
Looked
noise.
like the start to a zombie movie and the virus evolved. That's what the hell was that?
McDavid, McKinnon, and Kucherov are the finalists for MVP.
Oh, okay.
Matthews' future is still uncertain despite the Leafs recently winning the NHL draft lottery.
Well, after the Sharks trade us Celebrini, maybe the Sharks will take Matthews. We traded Rodriguez for Celebrini today.
Nice try.
No, it was the
Tuck on
good job.
A near breakaway, but he could not get the shot off.
We gave them the 9th pick, Rodriguez and Samoskevich, and they gave us Celebrini in the 2nd pick. It was a very fair trade.
B. Hughes says, "Kyle, can I flip-flop and go Habs now?" No, you cannot.
Yeah, don't you know Kyle's only one allowed to switch teams in the middle of a series? And then your team lost anyway. My team lost anyway.
All right, so Matheson controls the puck for the Canadiens.
Oh, no. Oh, that's penalty.
Wow, so the Sabres are going to be gifted a power play because of a bad giveaway by Montreal that forced them to take a penalty.
Let's get a shorty now.
Carrier got called for tripping.
Whatever those words are. What the hell was that song all about anyway? Kyrie.
I don't.
What the hell were they singing about?
I don't know that song. I think
you would know it if you heard it. You'd be like, oh, that song. I don't know what it's about.
All right, Buffalo. You were 2 for 3 on the power play in game 1. Let's see how you do tonight.
Yeah, Mister. Yeah. What the hell were they singing about, Kyrie?
All right, so the Canadiens got the puck. Matheson will just hang on to it for as long.
It goes in. All right, come on. Who's going to get the shorty?
No one.
Oh.
Don't
good
robbed
job,
by
Dobish.
Dobish.
Good job, Dobish.
Hotel Ron says, well, Montreal came to play. You're shocked that local station WPLG is showing a Tampa Bay Rays versus Red Sox, Boston Red Sox game.
Really? That's kind of random for them to just show that. What the hell is she talking about? What the hell is Miss Shaw's typing? She's up there yelling like we can hear you.
Susie says, just tuning in. This may be a
We
series.
can't hear you. Who the hell is she talking to?
Home ice advantage is up for grabs for Montreal if they win. Darlene moves the puck along.
Oh, no!
Oh, are you kidding me?
That was point blank. Reinhardt, you got to hit that.
Reinhardt's
That's
not
what
on
she
the
said.
Sabres anymore.
Oh, what'd they do with him?
Traded him to the Panthers.
They traded Reinhardt? Next thing you know, you're going to tell me they got rid of Eichel, too.
Eichel is in Vegas now.
What? Vegas has a team?
Yes.
Shit, I was sleeping a while. Oh, she's telling me to read the chat. What the hell am I? The hell am I supposed to read?
I have no idea.
Kyrie?
Carrie.
I didn't fill her chips. She already had like a half-pound bag.
Don't forget about Montour, says.
Do you want me to put on the little skirt with the halter top and serve you with pastries and a G-string? Exactly. I would expect a good tip. I'm sorry, Carl. What were you saying?
I'm trying to cover the game.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You would never interrupt your coverage to talk about baseball or the Dolphins. Excuse me. I'll just sit here and shut up.
Tuck fires directly into Dobish, and he makes a save. LJR says Matthew Barnaby is not playing. Is that a rhetorical question? I wasn't even aware of the existence of a Matthew Barnaby.
You shouldn't admit that live on a hockey stream. You have to learn the art of pretending to know what you're talking about when you don't.
Nano Swine says, where did Dobish come from? Did they resurrect Carey Price?
No, I think they drafted him. Pretty sure. Let me check. They should just let him come to the Panthers. We need him more. Montreal doesn't need any more cups.
All right, puck out of play with only 2 seconds left on the Buffalo power play.
Let's see. He's 24, and he was drafted in 2024 by Montreal. But when?
Tony.
He was drafted in the 5th round So that means a bunch of people passed on him. He was drafted in Zito's first draft in the 5th round. So that's it. Fire Zito.
Tony says Bruce Cassidy rumored to be willing to coach the Oilers, and Chris Knobloch might get fired.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because coaching is the problem. Oh.
Who would win in a fight, Gritty or the Philly Fanatic? Well, I think the Philly Fanatic once got his ass kicked by Tommy Lazard. I'm not sure how much of a chance the Philly Fanatic would stand against Gritty. Gritty's strong enough to toss an entire penguin off a balcony. The Oilers need Jesus, not the false prophet McJesus.
You hear what they're doing? It's 2-0, and they're trying to say Dobish. I think the Buffalo fans are confused about when to do the trolling.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's been so long since they've been able to troll in the playoffs.
Can you imagine losing the Super Bowl on like a wide right kick that should have been an instant? Freaking.
It's a 2-on-1.
Here we go. Come on. 3-0. 3-0.
No,
you
3-0.
suck.
And they're going to call Buffalo for a penalty.
Are they getting Buffalo for that? Or I think.
Nanoswine says Nurse is single-handedly ruining the Oilers. I mean, isn't Evan Bouchard one of the worst defensemen per his contract?
I know I had Oilers fans told me over the offseason that he's better than Ekblad and worth double the pay. I'm just saying what they told me.
Real Cinema says, I think Stan Bowman is single-handedly ruining the Oilers. That's probably more accurate.
This Mother's Day, an iPhone 17, and Apple Watch, all on us. No trade-in needed.
Nurse is way worse for his contract.
Yeah, Nurse is not. Bouchard at least has some redeeming qualities. It's arguable.
We're here for it.
I guess. Why wouldn't?
Oh, the Marlins managed to score 2 runs before the end of the first, so they're only down by 1. The Jets gave Breece Hall a 3-year, $45.75 million contract, including $29 million guarantees. So the only running backs making more per year on average right now are Saquon and Christian McCaffrey. You aren't paying attention to
I'm reading the chat. Excuse me. Would you like to dock my pay?
Nurse isn't even the
You ate $12 of my chicken thighs today. You're going to complain to me right now?
Patel Ron says Nurse isn't even the better nurse playing hockey. His sister is.
All right. Dang, you're all full of complaints over there. Like I cashed your check today, man. Huh? What's that?
Hey, TK, thank you for the 20.
Hey, thank you, TK. Thank you, bud.
He
Appreciate
says,
you, buddy.
cheers, lads.
Appreciate that, man.
So
Thank you.
So the Canadiens are on the power play.
You're just crabby because it's going to be 3-0 Montreal. Right? That feels good, actually, when you don't hit me too hard. What do I get if it's 3-0? Here it comes. Here it comes. Watch how fast they do it, too. You're going to be pissed.
Nano Sign says, was Owen Power overhyped?
Here we go. Take a shot, you. Come on, guys.
Buffalo shorthanded.
What are we doing?
Go shorthanded, Buffalo.
Oh. Here we go.
Caulfield shot gloved by Alex
making me
Lyon.
look bad. What are we doing? Caulfield. Oh, they got the thing.
Thompson.
Yeah, they're passing the puck around. I told them in the last recap to just take the shots and quit passing the puck around.
Glove.
The more they skate with the puck, eventually Buffalo just smushes them like a bug and takes the puck. Just shoot. Alex Lyon is not Patrick Waugh.
No.
It's time for Buffalo to come back down to reality. They had a nice second half to the season.
You bite your tongue.
They don't have elite goaltending. Let's go, Montreal. Somebody's got to beat the Canes. God help us if we got to watch Carolina and Colorado. Every game will be 0-0, 5 overtimes.
The Avalanche were involved in a 15-goal game against one of the best defensive teams in the league. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they could also 1-0 you to death.
Eisenite says, how dare you speak of Lyon like that?
I know.
As he makes another glove save with less than 7 minutes to go.
I'm just trying to antagonize Kyle because he's
I'm what?
exactly. It's already 90 degrees down there. What are we at? Like 62 today? 68 tomorrow, I think.
Anything. You shouldn't be able to complain about any attitude I might have after all the work I got done today.
How much work could you got done? I know you at least got an hour's worth of work done. My favorite part was how you got everything in the van ready to go to the dump. That was my favorite part. Come on.
New Hook sends it wide.
Still got a power play, guys. Why are you not scoring goals? Oh, geez. All right. Just shoot the puck. Just shoot it. And take the rebound. You idiots. See? Rebound. See? Look at that. What'd I tell you? It's not Patrick Waugh. Shoot the puck. There you go.
Okay, Buffalo, time for you to get the momentum.
It's almost like they're not even listening to me.
Get the momentum back. Start the comeback. All right. Anderson continues to move the puck. Carrier shot goes wide.
Yeah, there you go.
Turned over the puck. Are you kidding?
There we go. Oh. Damn it.
The Buffaloes out-hits the Canadiens 17-6.
That's because Montreal's had the puck the whole time. That's why we kept losing to them, because if it within any particular game, if Montreal decides that every time they get hit and knocked down, they're just going to pop right back up, They're tough to beat. Over the course of the series, it's a little bit different wearing them down, but one game at a time. If you're spending all your time and energy hitting them and they just pop right back up and go get the puck anyway, pain in the ass to play against.
All right, here you go. Suzuki with the puck.
Oh, that's the second time that guy has whiffed on his shot.
Beck says, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this? Habs up 2?
It's going to be 3. Good job. Held in, but not for long.
3 on 2. Go, go, go. Quinn shot wide.
He just missed.
Bro.
They got to make it 3-0.
Demidov with the puck. Beck says, I thought this was the sweep playoffs, but for real though, what a cakewalk some of these teams are having, am I right?
Yeah. Kings Flyer series is really depressing.
Hey, have you heard about this prediction market?
Yeah, smaller guys are harder to hurt.
Anything from sports to culture?
What about UFO sightings?
Yeah, that too. Why? Just leave it like that.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Make sure they don't start until I get back.
I can't guarantee that.
Every day, Michelin innovates to move the world forward on the road and far beyond. Michelin, marketing for life.
Hello, Derek.
Wayne Gretzky, he was accepted into the Hall of Fame.
How is everyone doing? So the Sixers have a 31-27 lead over the Knicks at the end of the first quarter.
Step into summer with fresh protein. Spicy Chipotle peppers, perfect touch of pure honey. Open the summer with Chipotle honey chicken. Taking heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quick start for Montreal is no kidding. All right. Yeah, both goals in the first 4.5 minutes.
Hope the boys can say that.
All right, so here we
Let's
go.
go Dolphins.
Dobish with another stop. Derek says he loves the shirt.
Yeah, I like this one too. My daughter bought me all my good shirts. Kyle bought me a Forza Reverse Retro. It never showed up though. Did you ever get your refund on that?
I didn't get a refund because I never bought it.
Oh, now you tell me you finally admitted all these years later. Damn. All right, that's cool.
I agree with you, Sheriff. This is the warm-up period. You probably had a part of this kind of stuff.
Well, part of it, right? And he mentioned Greenway. He did last game. He played one of his best games, I think, for the Sabres. Start off being physical, scored a goal. And here's where these two come together in the corner.
All right, so
Uh-huh.
2:15 to go in the first.
Well, Jack, I also said our game plan is to drag him out to the schoolyard, have a little schoolyard fight. So, listen, he's not just talking the talk, I guess. He's walking the walk, too.
I mean, the Habs
Oh,
so
loose
far.
puck.
Once again, the Habs just had an easy scoring chance.
Yep.
Tuck moves along.
Here we go. 3-on-2. Come on, guys. Complete a pass.
Offsides.
What are we doing?
They're winning 2-0.
2-0 is the worst possible lead they could have.
To go here in this opening period that has been a great start for the Montreal team on the road, trailing 1-0.
Texier got a little just like this from
Yeah.
Krabs. Then he says, "Yeah, unless it's 6-0, I'm not confident."
Yeah.
These two teams played 4 times during the regular season, once in October, 3 times over a 17-day stretch in January. We haven't seen each other since the last day of January, before game 1 of this series. They've taken a moment. They're starting to hate each other. This could shape up to be quite the rivalry over the next 4 or 5 years in the Atlantic Division. Great young talent.
All right, here you go. A 95-mile-an-hour shot that was,
Came out.
well, I believe it was sent out of
Okay.
play.
I'm just so amazed that Carrier ate that shot. He didn't act like it touched him.
Yeah, he's a gritty little competitor.
109 to go in the first.
Hard slap shot on the left side, just above the top of the circles.
95.7.
Logan Stanley had a
So once again, there are 2 basketball games, but both of them are on Amazon Prime. So I'm going to be stuck watching baseball unless I feel like switching directly back and forth. I guess I
Right.
could.
That's wild that they're just making the playoffs on.
Wait till you hear the NFL is deciding to split Monday night doubleheaders between YouTube and Netflix.
Doesn't surprise me.
Really good stick. And it's skating ability. Stays up on the gap, cuts it off blue line. Another good play.
And it completely ruins Monday Night Football because the whole point is it's the only game.
Doan trying to get something. I mean, right now
Uh-oh.
they are going to call a penalty.
Is this a late call on Dalton? The referee that was close by didn't call it.
They called interference on Josh Doan. Here, wait for it. Do you think that's interference? Right there.
Yeah.
Doan, you fool. So Montreal goes on the power play in the final seconds of the first period.
Whoa!
Well,
Wow.
They blew the whistle. That puck was still loose. And I'm wanting the Sabres to win. Right there. That puck
Yeah.
is loose.
Actually looked like it hit Suzuki first, and then he slammed it into line.
How is the first period almost over already?
Yeah, not a ton of stoppages.
2.2. Face-off win. Hudson
Wow, they got a
Hudson.
shot off.
All right, Sabres, could you get yourselves collected before the start of the second period, please? First intermission, and it's pretty much all Buffalo.
The Pharmaceuticals intermission 40 is coming up with Liam McHugh, Anson Carter, Paul Bissonnette, and Henrik Lundqvist. Hard to start a game better.
All right.
Montreal Canadiens now 1-0 in the series. They were 2-0 after the first.
So approximately 8:09.
Georgia plans weddings with the precision of a watchmaker. Every detail measured and timed. Surprises are her specialty. The venue flooded. Georgia asks co-pilot and Warren to help lead. Makes the changes in minutes. Now Georgia's the plan all along. And fireworks.
All right. So yeah, Montreal with the 2-0 lead. And now I get to watch Knicks and Sixers. But yeah, that first period was pretty much all Buffalo, or excuse me, all Montreal.
Bronx kind of reminded me of myself when I was that age. He was fearless, he was confident.
It felt like I was the captain.
These small interactions can shape a kid's future. That little snapshot of allowing my son to see the fight deck will stick with us forever.
So what are your thoughts? Do you think Buffalo has any chance? It was a very quick start for Montreal, and Montreal will be on the power play to start the
What if it doesn't hold up? What if your friend Charles hates it?
I hated it.
With Wayfair, you don't have
to start the second period.
It's style you'll love with quality you can trust.
That Wayfair sofa is fresh. These chips, stale. $2 popcorn.
Players have their bag, but fans, you've got one too.
Yeah, it's not looking good if you're the Sabres fan. The team got completely outworked to start that first period. Am I right?
Yes, they did. Oh, got it.
Oh, look, Embiid is back. So the Sixers actually have a chance of winning. Yeah, I'm wearing the Buffalo hat.
Upon review, it was determined that Towns initiates this contact by grabbing the arm of the knee. Therefore, the ball on the floor has been overturned to a loose ball foul that says Towns. The basket will count. It will be the ball on the baseline, okay? As after any other score. So no foul. Foul on Towns for initiating the contact.
Okie dokie. This should be a fun. This should be a fun second period. Maybe the Sabres will figure out how to actually score again. No, this hat has been fixed still. If the deficit gets any larger for Buffalo, I'll consider personally unfixing that. Although it's nice to just have it like this without the loose strap. True says, hey, everybody. Hello, True. Van Aja says, don't you dare. No, I will not wear a Bills hat come football season. So yeah, what are your predictions for the second period? Do you think that there will be a Buffalo comeback in the second period, or do we have to watch the Canadiens get the lead even further? BAU thinks 3-1 Habs. Eisenite says Buffalo comes back just enough to lose. True says Buffalo 4-3. Fene says the problem is neither team is experienced, so you can't say. Hey, Daniel the Beach Bum has been a member for 14 months. He says, my ex is from Buffalo and she sucks. Go Canada. Spaceman Sports says, I knew they might tie up the series. BAU says Habs open 3-0 on the power play. Off the power play. Montreal does wake up in tough situations. Meanwhile, Marlins still losing 3-2 to the Nationals. So it's going to be probably a second period where we're seeing I would expect that Buffalo might turn up the aggression in an effort to out maneuver and exhaust the Canadiens. Just all Sabres fans says we need Osland and Carrick back as soon as possible. Benny Hustle's best case scenario, both teams come out hard, and the second ends after 3 goals apiece.
Even if they're playing in a drop coverage, at that point in the shot clock, Drummond's got to get on. And then look, they're blitzing Maxey when Brunson's man, Oubre sets the screen. It's incumbent for Oubre to be able to make plays and turn it over on that one. I like that they're not going to switch Brunson off the Tyrese Maxey.
That is the 14th foul against New York.
We should be close on time, eh?
About 7 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, then.
All right, so I'm looking forward to what might be a second period full of scrums.
Checking in for the Sixers.
5:15 to go in the second quarter. The Knicks have a 44-40 lead over the Sixers. It's going to be a fun second period, I think. I'm believing that the Sabres regroup and are able to take back some of the momentum in the game.
Did the foul happen before the shot clock expired? It did.
Right, yeah, there, right there. 4 tenths, 3 tenths, and now they're going to go inside. They're going to find out who did.
So Ray Acosta called the foul. He immediately indicated that they were going to look. After the expiration of the shot clock, Mark Davis
4 minutes.
said it was before, but the officials came together and determined better to be safe than sorry. And that was a quick one.
The nerve struck there was a travel. But
Replay is confirmed. The report is saying that the foul occurred prior to the expiration of the shot clock.
So yeah, who do you think gets the next goal? Which specific player that is?
Brunson will shoot 5 minutes to go in this first half. Tightly contested.
Be used as Nick Suzuki.
Really
If any has this Caulfield could use another.
Instead, all those years of wisdom really come into play in these moments where you can break it down. Brunson's got 11 points, 5 assists. Oh, I didn't see it coming. Bridges on the break. Bridges drives. Flips it up and in. What's the foul?
So it seems the Knicks are slowly pulling ahead of the Sixers. And this is on Sixers.
And this is the problem in the first two games. Turnovers leading to Knicks. One thing hasn't been as big a problem today after the third turnover for Booker. Knicks scored 23 points off the turnovers in game two.
All right. I better go ahead and check because I believe the game is about to start back up.
Co-pilot helps keep it on track.
This Chili's 3 for me is the best. Bring on the fun and bring home a new Honda. Bring on the fun and bring home a new Honda. Road trips won't wait. Neither should you. So bring on the thrills. Available Google built-in and the official
All right.
Honda.
Bye-bye.
2025 Google's best performance. Buy online with us.
What is that?
Nothing that needs to. Nothing you need to be concerned about. Is what I'm trying to say.
Except now there's this orchid crow. I'm smart enough to know when the party's over. Go away. Orchid, the best in pests. How do we live in together?
But just for the weekend on
Airbnb.
Airbnb. Book a place by the lake to test the waters. It's perfect.
Then book a couple for the summer.
Fairly certain the game is about to start. BAU says if this team knocked off Tampa, they can win against.
Okay.
Buffalo.
Okay.
BAU believes if the Canadiens knocked off Tampa, they can also beat Buffalo and Carolina.
Say that again.
If the Canadiens knocked off Tampa, they can also beat Buffalo and Carolina.
Yeah, if they play well, they certainly have the capability to do it.
And yes, has anyone seen the commercial with McKinnon helping some guy with his laundry, shooting laundry into the machine like a puck?
Period went along. Not a good period for the Buffalo Sabres, trailing by 2.
No, but I can tell you that he's boisterous, boy. He gets going and he gets a little sour and gnarly. He gets to that bench. He's not afraid to say it. But right now, they do need to amp up their intensity.
All right, so now the Canadiens are still on the power play.
Minute 51, the Sabres to kill on the Josh Dolan penalty to start the second period. Starts pretty clear as far as the far blue line.
What about a Buffalo short-handed goal?
After it's about 5-0, maybe.
No, they'll be the one that ties the game.
What are you doing?
Passing at the
What are you doing? Oh,
Demidov is hurt, so that's not good. I may not like the Canadiens. I don't want them to get hurt. Hudson shot blocked.
right back to him.
Hudson over to Slavkovsky. That was deflected, forcing Hudson to recollect it. Hudson looks, passes.
Oh my God, they won't
Pass.
shoot the puck.
Shot. They've still got possession in the zone. Slavkovsky moves along. There's the clear.
Whoa!
So there. I guess that means there also was a
Yeah, somebody on the Sabres was injured too.
I thought they said Malenstein was the one that was hurt.
Oh,
Demidov got
arm.
rocked.
Yeah.
Teams up by 2+ goals after the first period are 8-1 in the playoffs. Wasn't it the Canadiens that lost after being up 2-0 on the Lightning?
I think so, yeah.
Darlene with the puck. Now is a great time to pass ad nauseum. And that is going to be a Buffalo power play with 17-17 to go in the second. Beneja says yes. Hooking. What is Rob Gronkowski doing
What
there?
the hell is he doing there?
Oh, one of the Sabres broke his stick.
Here we go. Oh.
Sabres fan my whole life. There's no doubt about that. But it works
worked out because the Sabres haven't been good. They haven't been great or not even good, actually, for the last 14 years. So the whole time I've been in Boston and in Tampa, I became Bruins fans and Lightning fans because I know those guys. I know the coaches. They're all great people. But in the back of my mind the whole time, and truly deep down in my heart, I've always been a Sabres
So Dobish makes a save.
It's perfect timing to cheer for them again.
Well, listen, it sounds like you're a Sabre in your heart and soul, and that's all
This
that
was a
matters.
great time to have this interview, guys, and not like during the intermission or something.
Real Cinema says, "Get Gronk off my screen."
Jackie, I heard that Gronk had a good wrist shot.
So I guess Gronk used to play hockey,
He said all the way up through 9th grade. So
and then he's been a lifelong Sabres fan.
yeah.
37 seconds left on the Buffalo power play.
Not over challenging, but he's going to be a real tester for the Sabres.
35 seconds left on the power play for Buffalo as it's clear down the ice. Ali will come get it.
Sabres, don't go right back to being unable to score on the man advantage. I beg of you. What's next? Is Taylor Swift gonna show up?
Right? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what a hit. Evans with the puck.
Hey,
Oh my God.
wow.
Just as the power play ends, immediately after the end of the power play, the Canadiens score. Isn't that the second goal in this game for Newhook?
Yes.
Well, Sabres, this is not good. I have no idea what Darlene was doing. Look at this. He just let Newhook get past him on the opposite side.
I don't know why Darlene didn't lay down to block that pass.
Taking a hit to make the play. He still took that big hit, but got the puck around that set that rush in motion.
And I would also say, and I think if Alex Line looks at that again, it was quite obvious and apparent that pass was going across the crease to be a little more aggressive with his stick.
Kozak trying to drive in, was turned around before he got to the post. Alex Newhook, the only Montreal Canadian with a Stanley Cup ring, has picked up 2 goals here in
All right.
Game 2 to see his Canadians up 3-0. What a momentum swing after a Buffalo power play.
Owen Byram with the puck. Who's alone? Rister floats wide. Craig says, "Lol, the Sabres came out like they expected the Habs to no-show."
Yeah.
So Jack Guy just got called for a penalty. Does that mean the Sabres are going on the power play again?
Just huh?
All right, so the Sabres have a chance to put this back to a 2-goal game, but they have to actually figure out how to score on the man advantage. Craig says Habs are playing into the bait. There's the first clear for the Canadiens on this penalty kill of theirs.
Third power play of the night for the Sabres.
Josh Norris loses the puck, and the Canadiens immediately are able to clear it. Craig says you can't get suckered into bad penalties.
Yeah, well, they didn't even show it, though. I want to see it. Originally, they thought it was going to be both of them.
Right now for the Sabres. They'll rotate around. Dave Thompson taking a look. Tuck for the bottom.
Tuck with a shot. The puck seemed to have disappeared for a moment. Tuck waits. Over to Thompson. Darlene shot, gloved by Dobish, but it keeps the puck stays in play. Darlene to the circle.
Ooh.
Norris and Darlene both trying to get the puck. Zucker over to Thompson. But Thompson gets separated from the puck, and that's cleared again.
Too, as they head back to the bench.
Second unit on now. It's McLeod with it. McLeod and Byram had the 2 power play goals in game 1 of this series. As this one found its way to Dome.
All right.
And that pass just the block. Quinn has to recover it at center ice down to the final 7 seconds on the penalty.
Final few seconds, so Buffalo's going to be 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 on the man advantage tonight.
It's at least 3.
Crowd starting to gather in the corner as Thompson has Byram pinned. Quinn and Gooley exchanging pushes. As Benson lines up with
Benson moves it along.
Byram wasn't prepared to receive that pass and slipped down the ice.
12 minutes to go in the second.
Crunch.
I mean, the Canadiens are still getting to do whatever they want.
Yep, well, they're out skating them. They're taking the hits and getting back up and out skating them.
Slavkovsky stumbled, able to stay on it. His pass to Carey and blows up on a Benson's behind the D as they can't get it there cleanly.
Offside. Spaceman says belt to ass.
Turn off the house fan. It's cold.
Need to get back on the road? Want to get out of here? Here for it.
Introducing Subway's new fresh value menu. 15 different protein pack choices, all for under $5. With new 6-inch deli face, $3.99. Protein pockets, $3.99. And a 6-inch sub with a day corner.
So the Nationals still have a 3-2 lead over the Marlins at the top of the 5th.
Because you're only human. There's hills. The nice thing about the middle of nowhere is it's in the middle of nowhere. Get an Airbnb and go where hotels can't.
How was my dad introduced to hockey? I'll ask him when he gets back down. How were you introduced to hockey?
Neil Rogers. Neil Rogers. That's how.
The Knicks are beating the Sixers 60-52 at halftime.
I think this is a retaliation. Greenway's the one who hit Demidov and sent him back to the Montreal room. He has returned since. But yeah, well, 3 or 4 slashes there as that guy trying to get Greenway's attention.
Did we hear Matthew Tkachuk took a ride with the USAF Thunderbirds during a Fort Lauderdale air show?
Yeah, I heard that was fixing to happen today.
Tage Thompson with the puck. Spaceman says it's a shame he didn't ride with the Blue Angels since they're based in Florida. Tuck in the zone. His sharp angle shot was rejected the other direction.
Came in, kept it alive with power. Tuck serves it below the goal line. Novus plays it to Smoke and Ice. And Atkinson scoops it up. Left there. Krebs now on the ice. Grabs that puck. Hayden Krebs. Samuelson look out.
Oh.
They're going to call that a penalty against Buffalo. Beneja says, I'd be such a backseat pilot, they'd eject me.
Sean Hebert went over and pointed to the blue line that the trip was prior to the blue line and not after it, which makes a huge difference. Sure does. A good explanation there.
So they called tripping. I mean, that's pretty blatant.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what the Sabres needed to do, was take a penalty. Puck out of play with 10:19 to go in the second.
You're right about the face-offs, and that's why Sam Carrick's return to the lineup is so necessary for Lindy Ruff and the Buffalo Sabres. A right-hand shot, strong on the Dons.
Quite a factor, right? The Sabres are having trouble getting set up on the power play, haven't been able to start because they can't get a draw in the O zone, and then potentially letting one of the Montreal goals earlier.
2 wins in a row there.
Oh, man.
Demidov shot. And now it's
I guess he's okay from when he got hurt the other time.
Suzuki, goal line, Caulfield. Go back to Suzuki. Kowski in the low slot. Gets the shot away, and it's blocked by
Slavkovsky shot blocked. But, I mean, look at this. The Canadiens are just getting to do whatever they want. Slavkovsky.
Oh, tried to get him at the side of the net.
Got himself lost there. This time his shot redirected. Greenway cranks it around the wall, not out of the zone. Tibbetts broken stick.
A broken stick for one of the Sabres players. Slavkovsky waits, moves it along. Over to Caulfield.
Wow.
Demidov shot missed the net. 9 minutes to go in the second.
Timmins has gotten one from Greenway. That's a left-hander. He's a righty. Slavkovsky.
But this is not good for the Sabres. It feels like they're just
hanging on.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you can do. Oh, right in front. Oh, it's behind. Nope.
That is the end of the power play for the Canadiens.
Oh.
Nope,
they still can't clear. They still can't clear. Oh.
No.
Still can't clear the puck.
Sabres have been out there for 2.5 minutes without a change or even all of their players having a stick. Look at-
Still, what a shift. I think they're
This-
finally going to get to clear. And immediately, the play is stopped.
A 3-minute penalty kill shift.
Yeah.
Craig says that might give them a spark.
Maybe.
Just go to Take 5.
Alrighty then.
Okay, then.
Find your nearest job at take5.com.
Very good.
Boxes, including the $5, $7, and $9 box, are going to people's hands. Now they're expecting everything to be as is. Where's the doorman? There is no doorman. That's why we're waiting. Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 lunch boxes.
Mike McDaniel's key aim is to help Justin Herbert unlock the best football of his career.
Next level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGard Plus.
Marlins still losing 3-2 to the Nationals at the bottom of the 5th. Pancakes.
Pancakes.
And it comes with fries. Celebrate every day for just $6 with the IHOP value menu.
Well, let's take a look at this list powered by the SAP Coaching Insights. That will show you that Elmer Locke, who played his career during World War II, the only player faster than 10-year playoff assistant Lane Hudson, 3-time Stanley Cup champion. This kid is just a special player. I mean, he's got an engine, he's got hockey sense, he's got an alertness about him. And boy, did he start this game on time. Sheriff, it's not just the offensive side, it's his stick work. I mean, plays he's broken up. Concentration is really, really good.
Yeah, that play, two great plays, just a great gap. Inside the blue line, knocks away, but then he goes back, protects the front of the net. That other goal line play, great defense.
7:21 to go in the second.
Just about the one side of the game because it's so dynamic offensively, but Marty St. Louis coach certainly knows great at both ends of the ice.
Now he'd like his many Stanley Cup.
Here it is. The Canadiens once again in the offensive zone. Here we are. It's Texier moving along, and he's forced to get the puck out of the zone. Tuck on the move. He drops back. Tage Thompson missed the shot. Hello.
Careful. You're going to fall. There you go. Okay. There you go. There you go.
You're okay. You can sit with Daddy if you want to. I don't care.
Beneja says Montreal will be dangerous for years. You're curious if Buffalo is pulling a Vancouver or if this will be sustained going forward.
I think it's going to a lot. That's going to depend on the goaltending.
Game 3 of this series will be on Sunday on TNT.
6:13 to go in the second.
Oh boy. Oh. Hand pass.
Hand pass with 6:05 to go.
They're trying to put you back to sleep. Wake up, Chimichanga. You have to do the second game by yourself.
It's kind of felt they haven't been in sync here. Coaches use the term connected a lot. And Sabres just haven't seemed connected. Instead, it starts with the breakouts, good passes, the right plays.
They have been everything and that here at the game.
Spaceman says Montreal is looking tougher and tougher.
Yeah, they're definitely so far playing a complete game. Oh, that was a deflection.
Buffalo just doesn't seem to have any answers right now for what the Canadiens are doing.
Oh,
So Canadiens just got caught with too many men on the ice? So, too many men on the ice for the Canadiens. Spaceman says he has the Canadiens winning in 6. Spaceman says, by the way, Colin Jones, I actually was at the Sabres versus Kraken game while you guys were streaming the Panthers Blues game back in January 2024.
Oh, wow.
So I like hang out with my insurance guy?
Oh, yeah. You two have a podcast and everything.
Awesome.
The 3 for me, only at Chili's. Just got crispier with a big crispy chicken sandwich that's way bigger than McDonald's McCrispy. Huh, Chili's just out here dominating fast food again? Yeah, that tracks.
Very good.
It's the best $10.99 you can eat.
Lengthening with the assist, just like Mass Mutual. The insurance people, they're more than insurance.
Water?
Oh,
Thanks.
they did till late in the commercial. Now I have to hurry up.
Know where the road would lead. But the moment we step in, life changes. We now have all the power and space needed to live a life I might narrate.
Seriously?
The all-new Audi Q3, made for a life of yes.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss high school.
It's a new chapter. You gotta have faith.
Hey, you made it back.
You're the Buffalo Sabres. You got to take advantage.
Darlene shot. There is a clear.
If you're not getting the chances 5-on-5 and you keep getting these power play opportunities, but you're even losing momentum from the power play. That sucks the life out of you.
This is their 4th power play of the game.
The 4th power play of the game for the Sabres. Seriously, you were 2 for 3 in game 1, and you're trying not to go 0 for 4 tonight. Shot blocked. Tage Thompson collects the puck near the circle. Tuck just moves along. Thompson short shot. And it went all the way down the ice. Susie is pretty surprised how the Montreal is playing. Sabres are not on their game.
That's correct.
Middle of the ice for Thompson between his skates in the direction of Zucker. Into the puck there by Anderson. Matheson will do the honors.
Now this second unit will come on the ice. The unit that scored both power play goals in game one.
Game 1, Montreal wasn't prepared. Game 2, Buffalo wasn't prepared. Game 3 might be crazy.
Pass across towards McLeod.
Game 3 will be 8-7.
Uh,
15 seconds left on the power play. Benson avoids the sweeping hook check for Dobish.
Are you good just going to stand there?
Front for Benson.
You guys are down 3-0 late in the second period, and you're barely moving with any sense of urgency on the man advantage.
A singular shot for that Buffalo power play.
Really not much in this unit trying that goal line play. Good stick by Dobish. Took away that goal line pass. Benson wasn't able to attempt it.
Krebs elevates that puck.
This is sad.
Holds it in. His stick was broken. Yeah.
Promised a good series, not a series where every game is a blowout. Fate,
There we
fate, fate, fate.
Ooh, Dobish is out there too.
Jakob Dobish gets up and just shucks Benson's stick halfway across the ice. While Matheson has Benson pinned down.
Referee's pointed at somebody here.
Benson's still down.
Benson is in pain.
And Dobish going to have some. Dobish trying to get his goal stick. He got it.
That's going to fire things up a little bit as
So things might get a little spicy here.
Yeah.
penalty box. We'll see who else. And Benson gets up looking like he wants to have a few words with Jakob Dobish. And Dahlin comes over to confront Dobish. The referee had to get called there.
Benson will do. Krebs, no. They're trying to separate
So I wonder what the fallout will be here.
Yeah, I wonder what Dobish did.
Want to keep in there by Krebs towards the front of the net. The rebound's there.
Okay.
Benson got subbed down.
Oh, I guess.
Stays on him. So does the goaltender. Benson stays down for an extended period. Bolduc there.
Well, Benson got crushed under a pile of men.
Right.
So they only called 2 penalties, 1 on each team.
Benson in the middle of all of it, but there were just 2 penalties called on the play. Stanley and Cooley both get 2 minutes for roughing.
Well, here's the cover by.
Here's the cover.
I think Benson maybe tried to do something while he was down, trying to find the angle. I think Dobish gets a shot in, not happy. Maybe this
Let's
is
see
the best
this.
angle.
Oh, Dobish went like that towards Benson.
Yeah, but I mean that happens. Didn't see anything egregious there.
And again, all of that.
And neither did the refs anyway. Either.
So 4 on 4.
4 on 4 action here with under 3 minutes to go in the period.
Again, neither team has done anything on the power play tonight.
4:47 in, the only goal of period 2. As Owen Power.
Owen Power with speed.
Here for McLeod.
McLeod with the shot, and it's directed wide.
Slavkovsky. Here is for Hudson. His pass goes right through Quinn, who was looking to make a change, not able to play that puck. Dahlin has to turn away from an oncoming Suzuki. Power, the drop for Thompson. Tage Thompson. 40 goals in the regular
Tage
season.
Thompson with the puck.
2 goals in game 1 of round 1, none since. Control that puck. Stopped behind the net by Evans.
He's done a good job.
Oh, boy.
Trying to carry the puck in. Great stick by Evans to knock it away.
Yeah, he has not had any success carrying that into his own.
Again, Buffalo is just.
Yeah, I mean Montreal is happy to waste time.
What are you doing, Buffalo?
Matheson takes the ice available in front of him. Matheson
Oof.
for a dangerous area, but out the other side of the crease. Carrier across, slip back down. That chance.
Another shot.
Of Lyon.
Guess who?
Newhook looking for his third of the game. The first time he's ever scored 2 in a playoff game. Never scored 3 in any game, regular season or postseason. Well, not only on the offensive side of it, but he's had a couple of good blocks on the D side of it as well.
1 minute left in the period. And the 4-on-4 is now over. Benson with the shot blocked.
Like this.
There it is. Benson gets the goal. Buffalo has life. I repeat, Buffalo has life.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Now the crowd is something to cheer for. Those Sabres finally get rewarded for their patience.
Yeah.
Right there, Benson was just waiting right there. Benson with an amazing effort on that shift. BAU says, I said 3-1. Craig says, take note, Mackie.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
He already did. Mackie turned into a goal-scoring god once everyone else was injured.
Yeah, I know. Man.
22 seconds to go. Uh-oh. Texier.
Oh, that would have been
whiffed.
That would have been so beautiful.
Real Sino says, Mackie ruined our draft pick and made us go from 8 to 9.
All right.
That is the end of the second period. So the Sabres have a little bit of life with that late period goal. Yeah. They are still losing 3-1. The crowd gets to go into the intermission with some sort of happiness. Yeah, this was Montreal's first 3-goal lead of these playoffs. So approximately 10:05. Or excuse me, 9:05. When the third period starts.
Like us, you might be suffering from moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. We are the undiagnosed.
So now I get to watch more of Nick's 76ers. So it's very good for this. It's very good that the it is very, very good to see that the Sabres able to do something. BAU says it ends 4-2, in your opinion. The Knicks, by the way, are still winning 70-65 over the Sixers. Make that 72-65 over the Sixers. There's still plenty of time left in the game, but the Sixers were hoping for a home crowd advantage, and they're only able to keep themselves within 5 points of the Knicks. So yeah, I'm happy with how that period ended for Buffalo. Now we've got a game headed into the third period.
Reminds me a little bit of the other night. George Kidd's first quarter was 15. And still has 15. Has not scored since the first quarter. Hart, a jumper,
All right.
76-67, and it's the 76ers.
Yeah, well, it's the Sixers who are losing right now at home. Well, this should be a fun third period. Let's hear your predictions. Because the Sabres needed that goal badly.
Nick Nurse is going to make a change here. Quentin Grimes in replacing Paul George.
Well, they're going to need more out of Paul George. The other night, Paul George 11 points in the first 4 minutes and 10 seconds and only 8 points the rest of the way. Tonight, he has not scored since the first quarter.
Rutzer is called for the foul.
And that'll be a New York challenge. And this is the team that has the best challenge.
BAU thinks
In the NBA.
Sabres make it 3-2 and Habs score an empty net. David says, ladies' night in Buffalo, Habs 6, Sabres 2. Beneha says, you kind of feel Montreal comes out like in the first and scores 2, 5-2 final.
The first audiences to screen Mortal Kombat have spoken. Damn, it's a bloody good time. That raises the bar in every way.
You coming or what?
Mortal Kombat 2, rated R, now playing only theaters.
Now, at McDonald's, a McDouble is $2.50. So Miles, Jaden, and Carl have a plan. It's called McDouble Macro Monday.
All right, it's going to be interesting to see if the Canadiens are going to let that last minute goal, that late period goal, frazzle them, or if the Sabres are going to not do anything with the new life they've been giving.
Biggest NBA moments all game long. All customers can get a profit boost every game day of the NBA playoffs. The crown is yours.
I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders nourishes your scalp and stops flakes where they start, leaving your scalp feeling healthy and flake-free. From the #1 dermatologist recommended brand, Head & Shoulders.
At another store, Maggie would have spent $200 on this party dress and lip gloss, but at JCPenney she found them for $100. So she also got some trendy loungewear, because obviously she's not going to a party that starts at 9 p.m.
BAU says Montreal beats Carolina Eastern Finals and Kyle goes
My name is
nuts.
Daniel. I've been a barista for 8 years, but I wanted to bring my take on real coffee to the community, and my Toyota BZ helped me get there.
Imagine what you can do with an all-electric vehicle that gets you. Toyota. Let's go places. Rich, smooth, creamy Haagen-Dazs. Take your sweet time. That's Stars.
Monday, the NBA playoffs are on Prime.
Oh boy, this is going to be a rockin' third period. I can feel it. We shall actually have some excitement because I'm pretty sure the Sabres are about to put everything they can into that gas tank to try and make the comeback.
Is why the contact took place. Absolutely great camera work, and it happens a lot in the game. It's on a hard call for the referees, but New York wins another challenge. Over the last 2 years, the best team in the league in terms of challenge percentage. I talked to the guy who does it, who used to work for me in Detroit.
Hello, hungry xenomorph. How are you?
Decision in time, then we just let it go. Out of bounds, 4.5 on the shot clock. Sixers fans felt like Wilson didn't allow Maxey to get to the ball. Shannon, the trigger man. Took a lot of time, and he comes at the basket, and it's some time. VJ
So, I'll take your predictions now. Who specifically opens the goal scoring in the third?
And I mean, this pass, you just can't throw it over the guy. You're better off taking a 5 count and having your defense set. And then Embiid with a great block. I thought he got down. I think it was a good no call. And then Embiid ends up on the floor. Turnover. Hard as right. Look up. Robinson couldn't finish. There's a foul. And Embiid with a contact from behind is going to send Robinson to the free throw.
Oh boy, this is going to be a tight game between the Knicks and Sixers, isn't it? Hungry Xenomorphs thinks Buffalo ties it, and Matthias makes a cameo. Gotta keep up the trend of endless OT games. How about no?
So you're much more powerful than you think you are. I wouldn't be surprised. It's about time for Nick Nurse to give guys a break, to go to his backup bigs and go to the backup Knicks strategy is they are now in the bonus. It's 1 and 2.
So approximately 6 minutes to go until the start of the third period. Where is Tage Thompson's goal scoring, Ben? I thought he was an elite offensive player for the Sabres. Am I wrong?
They're being helped up by Oubre and Etchker. I'm surprised those two guys could get him up. That is a big win. I think you need more than two.
Eduardo says, "Let's go Canadiens." No, go Sabres. I want the Sabres. I want the Sabres to prove that they can to overcome adversity. I mean, they already did it against the Bruins, but still. Okay. Hungary Xenomorph says, "It looks like the Hockey News watched the noon stream. The Helly, the Florida rumors are revving up in the media."
As the Minnesota Lynx take on the Dallas Wings, then the New York Liberty and the Portland Fire. The WNBA on Prime tips off Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. (77-73), the Knicks have the lead over Philadelphia.
Dane says, "We have too many sweeps already. We need a couple of real series." Hungary Xenomorph says, "It looks like the Hockey News watched the noon stream. The Helly, the Florida rumors are revving up in the media."
That's because I told Bill what deal to make. The ninth pick makes sense.
Tyrese Maxey is 6 of 8 from the field. He has yet to attempt a free throw.
They're going to want a player, though.
31 minutes of action. Maxey played 46 minutes and 48 seconds in game 2.
Approximately 3 minutes to go until the start of the third.
Always will. I think it's one of the things that has given him an advantage over the years. He's going to keep his best players.
Did Bob sign yet? No.
Sixers, the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference, they upset the Celtics in 7 games in the first round.
So the Sixers are only down by 3 with 2:56 to go in the third. Beneha says, "I don't think Winnipeg gives up its best player without something very good."
Yeah.
Because it does some other things. It takes a guy like Brunson out of his rhythm. He doesn't get to play often. Joel Embiid gets to rest. He doesn't have to play defense. I think it gives you a big advantage. And Mitchell Robinson's got to be better than 1 out of 2 every time he goes to the line to give them.
All right.
Are we ready for hockey?
Yeah, pretty much. Burn Doyle says, "Damn, Kyle, not the score we wanted." I know, right?
We've been told we snore at night and gasp. Rare.
Yeah, just in here. Do they think we're so dumb that we'll just fly into that bug zapper and die? And now this orchid.
Bolvar says, "At least I managed to make it this time." Hey, Donna, thank you for $1.50. Thank you, Donna.
Did she say something?
No, it was just a super sticker.
I didn't know you could do $1.50.
Hungry Humor says they're going to have to. He is trade protected, so if he demanded a trade, the Jets are not going to get a good return for him. So the third period's about to get underway.
Let's go Dolphins. Oh boy.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, small guy with a lot of gumption. He now has 5 points his last 3 games and 1 period left to go here. It started this little skirmish right here, but jumped on a little bit there. And he knows he's a pain in the neck. And he's played that way his whole way. He's not afraid of it. He also can skate. He can also stop on a dime. And he reads the play well. And because of that, he has something to cheer about at the very end of the period. And then, did he have something to say to Dovis on his way over there? He sure did.
It's just a super sticker.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
JP thinks the Panthers are going to spank the entire NHL next season. Bolvar says, Buffalo, it's simple. Swarm the Nets. Easier said than done against this Canadiens team.
Yes.
Summer long, Benson and his brothers would travel with the carnival, and they would go to a different hockey school every week all summer. A lot of different teachers, a lot of different perspectives. They think that helped their game.
All right, here we go. Sabres flip it into the zone. Looks like Dobson is the first to reach it, though, resulting in a board battle where Texier has to keep it away. Tage Thompson in the vicinity. We are a minute into the third.
Did they give us the third cup yet?
No.
What do you mean no?
They're not giving us a third cup yet.
Is after the season they give us the third cup when these guys are done playing for second place?
No.
You told me it was automatic.
I said no such thing.
At the beginning of the season, when we won the 3 straight, you said we get the second cup now. And you tried to just make that the reason why we didn't have to stream more games the whole year.
I wish I could use that excuse.
Well, you have enough silver to probably pay the bills for 6 months. I'll take that in trade. You want to give me a vacation? No, I haven't had a vacation since 1996. Did you know that you were born in 1999? You know what that means? Yeah, exactly. But you enjoyed your trips to Disney, right? Mm-hmm. The one that got this year with Brother Gene. That was fun, right? Wasn't it?
Bolvar says you don't get a third cup unless a former Panther is on the team.
Oh. Well, let's see. We know Montreal has former Panthers. We know the Ducks have former Panthers.
We would have the third cup already. Marchessault was on Vegas. And Riley Smith.
Yeah. So let's see. Colorado. Does Colorado have any former Panthers? We don't. Buffalo doesn't have to have any because we have former Sabres, so that's fine. So Colorado, what about Colorado? There's got to be somebody on the roster that once was in our system.
Hungry Zumor says all the rumors are pointing towards Helly wanting out of Canada, so who knows for sure. Every team has a former Panther except for Colorado.
There's got to be somebody that used to be in our system, though. Can't be nobody. Somebody that was only ever in our AHL or gotta be somebody.
Who on the Hurricanes used to be
What's
a
that?
Panther? That's Donna gifting 10 memberships.
Hey, thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Jaws. Where's the Miss Jaws? Me and Mrs. Jaws. Mrs. Jaws, Mrs. Jaws, Mrs. Jaws. What am I looking at? Colorado Avalanche roster. There's got to be at least one schmuck on there.
Oh, Brandon Bussey. I forgot because he's
What?
not even starting in
Yeah,
this.
for the Canes. Okay. Let's see. It's got to be one. It's got to be one guy that's been on the roster.
Dolphin says, Kyle, why do you have a Sabres hat on? Because I will not root for the Canadiens.
Tickets went on sale here in Buffalo last Saturday. After season ticket holders took their cut, the rest sold out in less than an hour to the general public for all 4 potential round 2 games.
I don't think they have anybody.
And to pay a premium to get into the building here this evening for game 2. Here is Tuck.
Tuck lost the puck, but it's held in. Tage Thompson is right behind the net, and he tried to center it in front, forced to move it along to Power back to Tage. And Tage Thompson completely blows a tire and allows a 2-on-1 the other.
Hey, right.
Tage Thompson, what the? It looks like Tage Thompson's controller broke on him in the middle of playing EA NHL.
What did he do?
I have no idea. He literally looks like his controller malfunctions. Watch this.
Oh, Jesus.
That's literally what happens when you accidentally spin your player in the NHL video game instead of.
Damn.
Why? Why must you do this, Tate?
Hey, when it's not your night to win, it's not your night to win. I mean, he just, yeah, it's exactly right, Kyle. It looked like this control, looked like something Matthias would do to his player on purpose.
Yeah, you go like this. Tate.
He just, what in the hell?
Well, so with 16 minutes flat to go in the third.
Hey, at least we don't have to deal with overtime tonight.
Hopefully not.
Played every game since the postseason began. Regained the 3-goal edge for Montreal at Valentine.
So yeah, the Sabres are. The Sabres just iced the puck again with 15:29 to go.
Oh, come on. Don't show a close-up of that man's head. What are you doing to him?
Was that Mitch Marner?
No, that was Stone.
That was Mark Stone.
Yeah.
Oh. Take some Nutrafol, man.
Dude, that was not right at all.
Bolvar says, hey, boys, did you guys forget how to play defense? What's going on? Not enough smelling salts. Susie says maybe Buffalo will score 3 goals in 10 minutes. They've done it before.
Yeah.
That was against the Bruins team that's just there because boys club privileges.
Boys club privileges?
Yeah. How else do you explain a team that traded away its captain for a conditional second.
No, it was first.
First. Krebs shot out of play. The Hurricanes are the first team to allow 8 goals or less through the first 7 games of the postseason since the eventual 2004 Stanley Cup champion Lightning.
Hmm.
You knew they were going to make adjustments. For the Buffalo Sabres, not getting enough at even strike. And when they have had chances, fellas, I give a lot of credit to David Dobish's goal from Montreal. He has also bounced back in a big way.
So
Snap the snick. Snap the snick. Stab the snick, Kyle. That is my contribution to your high quality.
JP says Stamkos to the Panthers. Lol.
Yeah. Can he play goalie? All I care about right now is goal. It's really the only thing we need to do is make sure we got good goaltending for next year.
Yeah.
I mean, oh no.
Are you kidding me? How do you not score there, Norris?
I dare you to say it that way to his face.
But it's not Chuck Norris. I can get away with it.
Yeah, maybe.
I wonder. I wonder if Death has recovered yet from getting his ass kicked by Chuck Norris. Because that's the real story. Chuck Norris just felt like going on a journey to the underworld.
Yeah. Hot dog says, dude looks like Gargamel from the Smurfs. Oh, man.
JP says, voting me. It's not Chuck Norris. I can get it. Fanea says that would be hilarious. McDavid goes to Florida, but only if he plays goalie.
I mean, if we get McDavid, we don't need a goalie. You just,
the Oilers have made that mistake every single year, thinking they can get away.
Yeah,
with
but they only have.
They
got 2.5 players.
Plain Sharks.
They don't have the depth we have.
Plain Sharks said, "Thank you for the membership."
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I do a pregame show for the members before most streams. I do them for the Panther fans before every Panther game. And then we've been doing them most nights before the playoff games. We do a member stream about 45 minutes long. And then Kyle does overnight member streams from like midnight to 5 a.m.
Blatant lies.
No, it's true. He does it. Every night he's up. You're already up. What if I'm streaming? What if I had hidden cameras and just streamed you live for the members all night? You wouldn't even know it. And we'd be millionaires. You'd be freaking viral. Be in here dancing to Michael Jackson in the dark. I could make a fortune off of that.
How are you? Do you remember me? You used to be on our stream under another name.
What's it?
Plain Sharks asking if we remember them.
Well, we don't know what the other name was.
AA says Hellebuyck played his first 7 pro seasons for Paul Maurice and is seen as former coach, making to the finals 3 times and win 2 of them. Of course, he wants to reunite with Pomo.
There we go. What a save by Lion. Holy moly.
And that pass is just too far for Benson, but at least it wasn't icy.
I mean, I suppose if we only had to give up like the 9th pick and Cooper Black, I guess you could give up. I guess you could give him Rodriguez. But they're going to want Samoskevich, those bastards.
Dobish made the save with 10:15 to go in the third.
That would suck to have to give up that many assets to get a goalie because Bob has a Russian agent that's trying to fleece the team for $12 million for 5 years. Oh, there's David. the pick Sam went Bob for Helly. Well, Bob is we can't trade Bob. We can't trade that's what happens. That's why you got to trade them before the trade deadline.
So
we may be able to get something out of his rights, but I don't know how that works anymore.
So the Knicks are still winning 88-84 over the Sixers with less than 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. A sign and trade. I suppose we could do that too. Yeah, we need another goalie with or without Bob. Anyway. Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, that's a good move. Go trade for Hellebuyck, and then tell Bob, hey, look, you stick around, we'll give you $5 million. Oh, your name was Christian. Yeah, we remember you were hanging out before.
And with big purchasing power, we can spend more and earn more. What's in your
Sign-in trades are for RFAs.
RFAs that can't sign and trade a UFA. What about UFOs? I hear UFOs are in the news a lot. Kyle?
So Norris.
I told you they was real. You don't believe me. I go outside at night and I see all sorts of shit in the sky. He thinks it's just because I'm going out there stoned and I'm making shit up. All sorts of stuff out there. One night I saw 12 of something. And I was looking over the bay. So I would have been facing west. And they all came out. And it was just like they did a straight line, one at a time. There was 12 of them in a row. Just single lights. And they all went like this, one at a time. Went like that. And then up. And then the next one did like they all just following each other's footsteps. And so either it was a drone parade or something funky was going on. Oh, Buffalo's still trying. They still think they can win the game, Kyle.
Well, yeah.
Isn't that cute? You guys are so special. Oh boy, what a hit! Kyle, we got to get the TV going so I can just see the chat on the TV over there.
Owen Power with the puck. That is still held in by Buffalo.
But the problem is if I look at the chat, I can see the chat, but then we can also see ourselves and we're on delay and it gets confusing. And plus, if I look at the chat too much in the close games, you guys spoil the goals on me. Make me want to cry.
Cases could do a deal like Toronto did with Marner. He was a pending UFA, but Toronto got Wall from Vegas so they could do a deal before Marner became UFA.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I understand what you're saying. Mulver says you can convince me of ghosts and hauntings, but you never convince me aliens are real. Well, what if we're just living in a video game simulation? Van. Miss Shaw says if they were real, I think they would have made contact by now. Half of Congress are reptilians. Didn't you know that, Miss Jaws?
Get 0.9% APR plus current eligible
It's sad that the Panthers are not in the playoffs. I tell you what, man, we're enjoying the stress-free hockey. Honestly, not as much as we would be enjoying winning another cup, but we're making the best of it. I'm not wrong, Miss Jaws.
It's a lot closer.
Bob says, I think they'll sign Bob to a Zito-friendly contract. He's dreaming if he wants more than $7 million or more than 3 years. I know, but don't you think like the Sharks or some? Don't you think the Sharks or somebody would give it to him? Yeah, Mr. Krabs. On the bright side, the game is not going to overtime. Okay. This version of In Search of. I hope they don't let him get away.
Darlene shot could not even reach the net.
If they let Bob go, what am I going to do with the footage that Grandpa gave me that says Bob sucks? That would suck. Oh no, that's not good. That one's dead now too.
It's not dead. It just buzzes too much.
It wasn't. It just buzzed out of nowhere. That's what happened to the last one. Is the buzzer just started going off one day, and you could never turn it off again. Damn, I'm gonna have to buy. That's $80.
Well, maybe find a way to dismantle the buzzer.
Well, if you want to take it apart one day and see if you can, it's probably just. Damn. Oh well. Good thing I won't need the heat anymore this year. I gotta buy 2 of those things. Those are my favorite. They're so nice and toasty. It's probably best that it's broken though. They were carrying.
Bob says in Zito.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Do the thing. Oh,
Lion with a good stop.
See, I'm trying to watch the chat too to see what happens. Another ball. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's the heater. I put a heater in front of me because I'm a cold, elderly, disabled man. Yeah, I had it on. And it was just sitting there by itself and it went dead. That's what happened to the last one. There was 2 of them. The previous resident brought them. And I didn't give it to her when she left. They're too nice. I kept them. And one by one they broke. So now I got to get 2 new ones. All the heaters we bring in this room break, Kyle. The pellets still broke. Both the other heaters broke. The fireplace one, remember I bought that one?
Oh yeah,
that broke.
But we never installed this.
No, not that one. Remember the fireplace heater I had that had the fake fireplace? They all of it.
The AU says if Hellebuck decides that he wants out, Zita will bring him.
Well, I would hate to not have Bobrovsky next year. I would hate to have to give up assets, but better if it's going to be the 9th pick and like Cooper Black, like the 9th pick, Mike Benning and Cooper Black. That's what they can have. They can't have Samoskevich. Damn it. I know you're up there with the window open and the fan on. I went upstairs. It was free. I freeze every night. I freeze all night just because I love you, babe.
So the Canadians are back on the power play because Bowen Byram elbowed Bulldog in the face.
Donna, I just got to get her a tent, and you can sleep outside when it's 40 degrees. No deal, Van.
So 6:50.
Have I tried wearing socks? I got my socks on.
6:52 to go in the third.
I got a long sleeve shirt on. I'm in sweatpants. I don't have very good circulation. It runs in my family. When we go to the doctor and they take our blood pressure, they say, "How are you still alive?" Because our blood pressure is so low. So as we get older, I'll wear my hoodie outside. It's 80 degrees, especially since I shaved my head.
Jackson Rudolph is a better option than aging Helly.
Hey, that was in.
No, that was not in.
What are we doing?
Bob Kidd says, I'd like to see him trade up a couple spots to get Smits. Shouldn't take much. We have 2 good second-round picks and could add a non-Vilmanous prospect.
Hmm.
BAU says, Lowell Samoskevich, Jaws, if they want Samo to close out the deal, you'll drive him to the airport for free.
No, I will not. No, I will not. That's too much. That's too much.
David says the blood barely makes it to the brain, obvious.
Smart ass.
It hit the crossbar, says it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in. That's what she said. Well, that's just my wishful thinking pick. Trade is the 9th, Cooper Black, Mike Benningham. Give them another second if they need something else. They can't have Samoskevich.
So less than 5 minutes to go.
Ninth pick in the draft is nothing to sneeze at. And we're giving them Cooper Black. Let them deal with his. He's taking forever to develop. What is this? It's been time for OF. What do I do now? This old house might have some wiring issues. Oh, the heat. Yeah, let me unplug the heater. Yeah, it's plugged into this extension cord. Here, let me test it again, just in case. Oh, wait. Okay. It's okay now. I turned it back on. It's okay now. It's just because Kyle's giving it bad energy. He hates it when I have the heater on because he's not cold and cold. So he's just giving it a dirty look, and that's why it was bitching at him. Because he was giving it a dirty look.
So
I won't turn on the heat and freeze you all winter. The bedroom is 100 degrees.
So the Knicks.
I got an $800 electric bill plus $300 for the gas.
The Knicks are winning 99-86.
Freezer all winter. The freaking bedroom's 75 degrees. The house is cold. Yeah, the house is cold. 3,400 square feet. You know how much it costs me to keep the whole damn thing hot? There's only 3 of us, and Kyle doesn't count. Kyle has a space heater in his room. I go in there, and it's a greenhouse. And he's got plants, and he's growing pot. It's like 85 degrees in that room all winter.
That's exaggeration.
Is it though?
I set it to 65.
65? You lie.
I'm telling you,
Oh my
that
God. You and
heater,
Don are liars.
maybe 70 if I'm absolutely frigid.
Not now. It's in May. I freeze all night. I gotta have the windows open and the fan on, and then she brings frozen ice packs to the bed, and she's got the sprinkler on in the bedroom. And then she complains that I have like 5 different blankets on me. When you get married, Cole? Your bedroom is under 32 during the winter? Yeah. I do not turn the heat off in January.
There goes Alex Lyon.
She's telling lies now.
They emptied the nets. Buffalo emptied the nets. And Suzuki makes it 5-1. That was best.
Good stuff. Boy, Buffalo, you got smoked.
Just getting through the neutral zone. You got to credit the Canadiens for what they've done in this game. And again, it's kind of an out pass there for Thompson. Benson trying to find him. It comes right to Suzuki.
Yeah, David, I won't forget.
That is a tough pass to pick up.
It's not over yet. That's what she said. Is it over yet?
Mr. Krabs says he's just happy there is no overtime. We won't be here till midnight.
Mushrooms while streaming the race.
I guess the Indy 500 is coming up.
Yeah, you want to do Flying Fluffy Racing?
No.
Come on. You're no fun anymore.
Get the mushrooms, then we'll talk.
You get the mushrooms. Why I gotta buy everything?
That's right. Donna's on the delay. So.
Yeah. No, real. I gotta go. If I don't get to bed soon, I'm gonna get in trouble. But Kyle's welcome to stream the game.
And that answer is no.
See, Kyle, because can't. You're just gonna turn off the game and dance to Michael Jackson, won't you? A penalty, really? Now? Woo! Here we go.
Bolvar says, I remember my friend in high school accidentally cooked with mushrooms because his cousin put them in the fridge. It was an interesting day for him.
Yeah. I've told you guys the Kyle grilled cheese sandwich, right?
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, the Kyle grilled cheese sandwich.
Sonic says, give Kyle a hard lemonade and 2 pancakes and see if he'll stream for us.
I don't have any pancakes made.
Just a 2-minute cross check, and he got three left hands.
And I'm surprised Greenway, with the score the way it is, and the limited amount of ice, that he doesn't just go at it right there. Is what happened? Greenway actually lost his.
2:42 to go in the third. Could this game just be over, please?
Looks like we made it.
Wolver says, give Kyle all you can eat chocolate chip pancakes and a movie voucher. He deserves it for all his hard work. Oh, thank you, Bolvar.
You got all the movies in there. You can watch one for free. Huh? You can watch any movie you want on the Amazon Prime for free. I won't even charge you for it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got Amazon Prime.
Yeah. And you know, I got YouTube TV. There's all sorts of channels on there. Boy, look at all those empty seats.
They emptied the nets while on the power play.
They're kind of desperate. Desperation.
You need more than one goal on 25 shots, boys. Mr. Krabs says, good luck with no internet and social media.
Oh, yeah. No, he would.
I actually would probably enjoy not having to deal with social media.
If there was no internet, I couldn't make him stream games. He wouldn't have to list on eBay. But then the only thing you'd be able to contribute around the house is manual labor. So are you sure that's where you want to go back to? Because the porch needs to be rebuilt. The shed needs to get painted. Hello? Is this thing on? Huh?
I just go around with my metal detector and...
Do I get 50%?
Please make this game end.
Oh, I hope they have one of those big fights that it takes them 10 minutes to figure out the penalties.
1:26 to go in the third. So now it's 4-on-4. So Dobish, who allowed 4 goals on 12 shots, has allowed just 1 on 25 tonight.
Great game.
Former NHL goalie Bruce Racine, who runs the Racine Goalie Academy in St. Louis, and that's basically where Dobish has really honed his craft, being there in the summertime.
All right, let's go. Finish it.
Well, he's from Czechia, but he left Czechia at 16 years old, came to high school in St. Louis.
Yeah, he went to the Smith Jesuit High School, into Omaha, into the Ohio State U.
1 minute left.
Less than a minute to play.
Final minute of the third.
Not only did they pay a lot of money to see their team lose, but they live in Buffalo.
Ugh.
Well, the Flyers at least going to make it some kind of a series.
Seconds to go as Dobish will leave it off, and Quinn and Gooley have each other's.
All right. Finally, this game is over. The Canadiens blow out the Sabres 5-1 and tie the series heading back to Montreal.
Good stuff. Okay. I'll make this quick for you. But you're streaming the other game, right?
No.
No! Fine, man. Don't do it.
All right.
In the U.S., there's a break-in every 26 seconds. Simply Safe does more than just alert. Please stop crime before it starts.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
No long-term contracts. Monitoring and deterrence plans starting around $1 a day.
Well, did you look at that? The Knicks are winning 108-94 with 86 seconds left in the game. So the 76ers decided not to show up when it mattered either.
His first day behind the wheel. Bumpy. Choosing a name for your first. Not easy. Progressive understands first times can be challenging. It's why we created the Down Payment Program. Down payment assistance for first time.
Susie says this was a bust.
First times are easier with a little help.
Yeah, the Flyers and 76ers are both going to trail 3-0 in their respective second round series.
One vacation that changes everything. Universal Orlando Resort.
So the only benefit to this night is getting to see a brief few minutes of Ducks Golden Knights. Oh, this was bad for Buffalo. Like from the start, Montreal just seems to have all the momentum.
Taco Bell's lunchboxes are going to people's heads. Because once they've indulged in the mainstays of the $5 box, the decadence of the $7 box.
So yeah, the Knicks win 108-94 and take a 3-0 series lead over the 76ers.
Where's the doorman? There is no doorman. That's why we're waiting. Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 lunchbox.
A real gutsy effort from Rantanen. What a display by the young fan.
Why are you talking in the third person?
Rantanen wants to be a broadcaster someday. He's working with a financial professional to help plan for his future. Ottinger should check out Mass Mutual.
The insurance people?
They're more than insurance. Ottinger can talk to their financial professionals or his own about Mass Mutual solutions and his goals.
Time to order. Susanna's hungry.
Jake Fat Snake says easy win.
Rantanen is getting sizzling.
Laval Rocket believes Buffalo only won game 1 because Montreal was emotionally drained after a crazy game 7 and weren't prepared. That's a valid theory. Bolvar says game 2 against Boston was bad too. They will come back.
NHL TNT Game Break presented by Take 5 Oil Change. Buffalo Sabres fall to Montreal 5-1. Ugly game, but at the end, didn't you look for a little momentum if you're Buffalo?
So, what are your predictions? Let's hear some early predictions for Game 3 between the Sabres and Canadiens.
You're hitting the eject button, especially after getting the cross check and the screen goal. Like send a message for the next game. And that's a good exchange if you're Buffalo too. Greenway's a fourth liner. Anderson's a top 6 guy. I'm surprised. Greenway's game and what he's brought in as far as going back to last game and even in the first round. But to me, that's unacceptable.
And also early in the game too, you have Wi-Fi. It flashes on high. I understand why Greenway doesn't do anything there, but that is a
Bolvar believes Vegas wins 3-1 tonight. Interesting.
This game, Buffalo did, yes, a lot of good things, but too sloppy. Too many turnovers.
I'm thinking Anaheim might actually take the 2-1 series lead.
Smart hockey. Yes, they spent a lot of time in their own end at times, but they didn't give up many high-danger chances. So they looked like they were in control, very focused, less sloppiness. So they earned this win big time.
All right, that series is all tied up. One game apiece. Game 3 for that one's going to come your way Sunday night from Montreal. We got a big game 3 coming up right now from Anaheim. It's the Golden Knights and Ducks. It's all tied up. 1-1. Randy Hunt, Jody Shelley.
Meanwhile, the Marlins are still losing by 1 to the Nationals. It's a 3-2 National leads at the bottom of the 9th. Marlins have men on first and second, but there's 2 outs. Dolphin believes Montreal 4-2 against the Sabres again in Game 3. Bolvar says, my dad keeps trying to drag me to a movie. You're trying to convince him the baseball game is a better idea. You play the Mets, so it should be runs for us the whole game.
First game at home in the second round. They didn't lose a game. All first round here at the Honda Center. Go the same way. Hard defensively. They can score, they can find.
So yeah, both the Sixers and the Flyers are now down 3 games to zip in their respective second round series. So yeah, this should be interesting to find out how the Sabres will bounce back or not from this unfortunate result. If you're the Sabres, if you're the Canadiens, you must be pleased as peach right now. Lava Rocket believes the Canes only have looked good because they have been going against trash teams. They again will be out in the conference finals.
Same lineup with Wendell from the game 2, the 3-1 victory in Vegas. Here is Eichel.
Well, that was fast. The Golden Knights already have a 1-0 lead. Just a minute 6 into the game, it's Shea Theodore. Dagnabbit. And the Marlins just lost. Well, that's unfortunate for Anaheim. Bolvar says, yes, let's go, boys. Get the goals. Keep the goals coming.
Great play by the Golden Knights. A good start for them. Shea Theodore, one of the few remaining original Vegas misfits from that first season when they went to the Stanley Cup in 2017-18. The former Duck Theodore gets the game's first goal early here.
All right, so now
It's third of these Stanley Cup playoffs with a talented puck-moving defenseman
Here we keep going. What are your thoughts if you're a Flyers fan right now? If you're a 76ers fan, which team is more likely to extend their series, keep themselves alive? Susie says yes, Buffalo will come back. Which is more likely to happen, the Sixers winning a game or the Flyers winning a game in the second round? And there goes the
You broke my heater again.
I think it might be overheating on itself. That the dial is hot.
Dial is hot. Yeah, that's what happened to the other one. It's dying.
The Golden Knights are already
We're
winning.
already up 1-0.
Yeah, Shea Theodore.
This is in Anaheim, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'll unplug this. Okay, go ahead and mute it.
Okay. Where's the remote?
Okay, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. Much appreciation. Thank you for all the super chats, all the GoFundMes. Kyle appreciates it because that's how I buy all the cookies and ice cream you see him buy.
Cookies and ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. I will be live at noon tomorrow for sure. And then we'll be right back out here 6 o'clock tomorrow. I believe that's it. Flyers and what's that other team they're playing?
The Hurricanes.
Who? What? I can't hear you.
The Canes.
Well, go enjoy your Friday night. I'll see you tomorrow at noon.
Good night, everyone.